Hello, and welcome to our special program today for education students and alumni from the School of Higher Education, Leadership and Policy, and the School of Education and Professional Licensure. I am Dr. Lucy Plaisir, a 2021 Walden graduate from the EDD program, current president of Kappa Delta Pi, the International Honor Society in Education, and a volunteer coordinator of the Each One Teach One mentoring program for education students. Today's event is a partnership between the Office of Student Affairs and the Peer Mentor Student Seminar for Education Students, facilitated monthly by Dr. Judy Blakely. Dr. Judy Blakely is an academic coordinator who works with the graduate programs. She also leads the Multicultural and International Student Club at Walden University. We are excited to spend this hour together with the Office of Student Affairs and the Department of Career Planning and Development in exploring career planning resources for students and alumni pursuing careers in education. Joining the program today are also Dr. Rochelle Gilbert, the Dean of Student Affairs, Dina Bergeron, and Denise Pranke from the Department of Career Planning and Development, who will be facilitating the program and monitoring the chats. We also have with us Dr. Julie Canapa, Kayla Willis from the Walden's Academic Systems Support Team, who will be helping with technology. I know that you will gain many insights today into how to prepare for and advance in your education career. I now have the honor to hand the program over to Dr. Rowe, who will tell us more about the Office of Student Affairs. Dr. Rowe, welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lucy. Greetings, everyone. I am Dr. Rowe, as she indicated, the Dean of Student Affairs, and I'm honored to have this opportunity to be a part of the inspiring work happening here at Walden University, and specifically in this College of Education. But more specifically, I am motivated by the diverse programs, services, leadership opportunities, and professional development we afford all of our students and alumni at our Walden. Our goal is to provide resources that assist you in really identifying, clarifying, and then achieving your personal education goals in and outside of the classroom. We are dedicated to providing you with experiential initiatives, opportunities and environments that educate you, empower you, and most of all, engage you like we're going to do tonight. So our session this evening was definitely enlighten you because we're committed to the idea that every experience here at Walden is an element of keeping with our mission of social change. But we not only talk about social change, we breathe it, we speak it. Quite frankly, I believe we live social change. So we feel privileged this evening to really be a university where our leaders in service are educated holistically. From the classroom to the boardroom to out in the field, we want to make sure that you get everything that you need. And that's what the Office of Student Affairs seeks to do. So now you're going to hear a little bit more about our event this evening from one of our facilitators. I'll hand it off now to Doug.
Thank you, Dr. Rowe, and welcome everyone. I'm so excited to be here with all of you here today. And first of all, I'd like to share a little bit of a background about the Department of Career Planning and Development and who we are. The mission of our department is to support both students and alumni in developing workplace skills to thrive as professionals and social change agents in organizations and in communities. And our department is a part of the Office of Student Affairs, as Dr. Rowe mentioned. And we are here to support you during the pursuit of your Walden degree and beyond. Before we introduce the goals for the program today, we'd like to also get to know you a little bit better and learn a little bit about you. So let's take a poll to find out, how familiar are you with our services and offerings? So let's go ahead and launch the poll. Take a moment to make your selection. I am not familiar, tell me more. I have visited the website once or twice, or I frequently use the services and offerings on the website to manage my career. And Kayla will help us launch the poll. And Kayla, can you see the poll results from your end?
Yes, I can.
Okay, for some reason I'm not seeing the polls pop up, but that's okay. Would you be able to share the results with our audience today?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
The results are being shared.
All right.
And it looks like we have, most of you are not familiar and you'd like us to tell you more. Next up, we have, I have visited the website once or twice. And that leaves finally with the fewest amount. I frequently use the services and offerings on the website.
Awesome. So some of you are familiar with our services and others are brand new to career planning and development. So after today, you'll have many new tools and resources, and you'll know more about our offerings. And whether you've visited before or not, you'll get many, many new tools that you can use to manage your career. So thank you so much for this feedback. And now with this brief introduction, we're going to move on to what we are planning to do here together. So our plan is today to introduce you to resources, tools, and special offerings to help you prepare for a variety of career paths in many areas of education, including early childhood, K through 12, higher ed, instructional design, and education technology, and other related areas. And we'll also share tips on how to communicate your academic and professional skills to employers and other professionals in your field. And we will explore ways that you can gain skills and experience while also expanding your professional networks. And finally, we'll have some time at the end to answer some questions from you, the audience. So as we move through the program, Denise will also add a resource list to the chat. And this resource list will have all of the links to all of the resources that we plan to share with you today. So you don't need to write down everything because you'll have that information available right on your resource list. And now with that, let's begin by taking a look at available resources on our website related to education careers. The Career Planning and Development website includes many resources, such as career exploration tools to research occupations and career options, salaries, and future outlooks in a variety of education fields. And the Career Exploration tab on our website is especially helpful if you're using your Walden degree to transition into a new area of education. So on this page, you'll also find links to many popular career research sites, including specialty career topics such as virtual and online and flexible employment, or career opportunities in different sectors such as government, nonprofit, and even corporate sectors, and links to diverse communities to identify employers and organizations that are committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The job and internship search page also provides lists of popular and niche and also custom job boards to search for opportunities in pre-K through 12 education, higher education and online learning, and education technology. And we recommend using these sites to research job opportunities. And of course, links to those sites will be available on the resource list for education careers. To grow in your current or future career, we also offer 70+ webinars and videos that you can watch at your convenience. And in the next few slides, we'll expand upon some of these resources. But first of all, let's take another poll to learn more about your career interests. So Kayla, can you help us launch a poll? Our next poll is, what area of education are you most interested in? Take a moment to complete this poll. Is it early childhood education, K through 12, higher education? Maybe you're interested in education technology or instructional design or others. So take a moment to complete the poll. And Kayla, if you can share the results of the poll, that would be wonderful with all of us. And let's see how many of you are early childhood, K through 12, higher ed, or ed tech.
The poll results are being shared. It looks like coming in at number 1, we have higher education, followed by K-12 education. Then we move into education technology and instructional design, followed by early childhood education, and just a few of you selected other.
Wonderful. So maybe the others have interest in policy or research or other areas of education. That's wonderful. And so many of you interested in higher ed in K through 12. So thank you so much for participating in the poll. And Kayla, thank you for sharing the results with our audience. We'll now take a closer look at 5 of our favorite sites to help you research careers in all of these specialty areas. So the 5 sites featured here are a great place to start. ONET Online is one of my favorite resources. It is a robust website to help you drill down different occupations to identify the ones that you may be most interested in. So for example, if you search for education, teacher, administrator, or instruction using ONET, you'll receive detailed information on the tasks, technology skills, and general skills, and also knowledge areas and abilities that are needed for a wide variety of occupations in these areas. So on the ONET website, you also will find the ONET Interest Profiler. This is an excellent online assessment to help you quickly identify occupations based on your interest and strengths. And Career One Stop. This is another excellent tool to help you answer questions that you may have about specific career fields. And they may be questions such as, what do people do on the job in this career? Or what is the employment outlook for this particular area or field? What is the salary range? What additional training will I need? And is this career a good fit for my interests, skills, abilities, and also values? Professional association websites. Do you belong to a professional association, such as maybe the National Association of Young Children or NACE? Maybe you belong to the American Education Association, the International Society for Technology and Education, or ISTE, or the U.S. Distance Learning Association, or others. In addition to providing professional development and networking opportunities, many professional associations also provide career resources on their websites, and many also include job boards for their members. So use Career One Stop's professional association finder tool to locate the right one for you. And you can find this tool, of course, on your resource list. Our website also has what can I do with this major guides that are very helpful. We do have one on education careers. So for instance, if you were interested in education, you could quickly learn about areas of education, view a list of employers for each area of education, and read about the skills and experience that you would need to become an educator or administrator. And finally, don't forget about the waldenu.edu website, which we call the main Walden site. And there you can search for your academic program to read more about potential career areas for that degree and settings where you may want to look for employment. So next, we would like to tell you about two of our custom job search systems. If you're a Walden student who is in an active job search, iGrad Job Search is a powerful search engine that you can use to search for US-based jobs and internships. This system pulls information from a variety of sources, and it also allows employers to post open positions exclusively for Walden students and new grads. These posts appear as only for your school postings when students search for openings by city and state. And the second custom job search system that is available is Going Global. This is a leading career and employment resource for global and US jobs and other types of experiential opportunities. And since some of you may be living or working outside of the United States, this system is also designed to meet the career needs of our global community. And if you're interested, for instance, in teaching abroad, Going Global is an excellent tool to use to uncover opportunities all over the world. All right, and now on to a few job search tips to help you maximize your job searches. Whether you're actively job searching or researching positions for future opportunities, keeping a list of search terms or keywords you are using in search engines can also help you locate more opportunities that are a good fit. So consider the position titles that you'd like to use in your searches and the level of the position that you're seeking. Some common titles for education careers may include position titles such as teacher or coordinator, specialist, administrator, designer, and others. So if you're seeking flexible employment options, you may also want to use search terms such as part-time, telecommuting, virtual online, or contract. And if you have skills in specific areas, you may also want to use them in your searches. Some examples of keywords to use are Canvas for K-12 education, or Blackboard for higher education, curriculum development, administration, and there are many others, of course. And finally, search using specific employer names, and most importantly, keep a list of your favorite employers. And this is a sure way to be proactive in your searches, because researching employers helps you find the right cultural fit, which is beneficial for you, but it is also very beneficial for the organization. So you want to create a win-win situation where you fit into the culture and the organization. And if you're looking to gain additional job search and career exploration tips, our website offers a multitude of webinars and videos to help you hone your career skills. So as mentioned earlier, we have over 70 webinar and video recordings that you can watch at your convenience. And a few topics include career exploration or job searching, using LinkedIn, enhancing your professional image and professional brand, and many other topics. There are also specific programs designed for pre-K through 12 educators and administrators, along with programs specific for higher ed careers. So there's so much on our website for you to discover. And if you are pursuing or have pursued an education degree at the doctoral level, we also have specialized resources just for you. The doctoral resources page is our one-stop page that leads to webinars on topics such as getting started in consulting, building your academic reputation in higher ed, getting published, presenting at conferences, and many others. And this page also includes other information such as networking sites for scholar practitioners, advice for requesting letters of recommendation, academic signature guidelines, and CV resources. And finally, we provide recorded programs and guides for you to prepare for a variety of career paths at the doctoral level. And for that, we have our 4 Doctoral Career Pathways Conference recording sessions, and they are available for you to watch at your convenience. They explore 6 common career pathways that span across multiple areas of education, and all 6 are featured on the slide. So if you're interested in those programs, they are available from the doctoral resources page. And associated with these programs are also career pathways guides that provide job search terms, key job search sites, career success strategies, and professional networking tips for each one of the pathways. So now that you know about the career exploration and job search resources, let's talk about how you can communicate your academic and your professional skills with employers and apply for jobs. Before you rush in to apply for a specific position, pause, take a deep breath, and consider, what is it that you have to offer that particular employer? The first step is to take an inventory of your skills and your activities. And this is especially important if you are pursuing or have pursued your degree in order to transition into a new area or a new career field. So start with your professional experience. If you already work in education, you may want to review your current job description, performance reviews, professional or personal goals and accomplishments, and then list those and take an inventory of those. And so some examples of skills may include designing curriculum or managing people, delivering presentations, compiling reports, teaching a class to children or adults, and so much more. And if you are transitioning into the education field from a different field, then consider the positions that you previously held and what skills will be most relevant for your future role. So for example, let's say you worked several years in customer service, and now you're looking to teach in K through 12. There are skills that you gained in your past role that would be relevant, such as problem solving, working collaboratively on a team, and maintaining a level of professionalism. So take an inventory of those skills. And also remember, you're gaining many new computer, writing, research, and communication skills during your academic program. So take an inventory of your academic skills as well. And your community skills. Walden is a social change-driven learning environment. Many of us are actively engaged in our communities. So consider the volunteer roles that you held and what skills you gained through those activities. And as you take inventory, think about what makes you stand out from others. We all have unique experiences that we bring to the workplace. So consider your professional brand and how to communicate your value to employers. As you prepare to apply for positions, remember to always match your accomplishments to the employer's needs. This step involves reviewing the job posting for key skills and qualifications needed for that particular position and then making a list of those needs. In this example, the job posting states that one of the employer's needs is a candidate with strong classroom management skills. Well, one option would be to simply list strong classroom management skills, right? However, we recommend taking this one step further on your resume. Instead of telling the employer, show the employer through a specific example that you have the skills they are seeking, and include a detailed and concise accomplishment statement. So in this example, managed a classroom of 15 to 25 elementary children, implemented lesson plans, enforced classroom policies, and collaborated with other educators to meet the educational, developmental, and social emotional needs of children. So why is this accomplishment statement strong? Because it starts with a strong action verb, such as managed, and provides specific details as well. This can involve including keywords such as lesson plans and classroom policies here in this example. And it focuses on as much as possible on outcomes or results. So in this case, meeting the needs of children is the outcome or result. And finally, including numbers such as 15 to 25 elementary children can let your reader know the scope of your experience. And when you create your resume and cover letter, you do not need to start from scratch. Our department offers Optimal Resume. Optimal Resume is a robust career management tool that has over 400 resume and cover letter templates, including a resume builder module with custom templates for education and related careers organized by categories. This system also has a letter builder with professional cover letter templates, along with a very useful template for requesting letters of recommendation. And other tools include a portfolio builder to build career portfolios. There's also an interview prep module to practice mock interview skills, and a website builder to create a personal website if you so desire to do that. More information about Optimal Resume can also be found on the Resumes and More tab, or by visiting their site directly at weldonu.optimalresume.com. And if you're looking to apply for academic positions in higher education, or maybe research positions, maybe you're a consultant and want to share your qualifications with your clients, or maybe you're applying for a conference proposal or filling out a conference proposal, then you might want to create an academic CV or curriculum vitae. And we have an entire CV guide that's available for you to help you format, organize, and enhance your CV document if you so need to work on a CV. And this CV guide also has 6 CV samples that you can peruse at your convenience and use to strengthen your document. So visit the Career Planning and Development Doctoral Resources page to learn more about the CV guide. And if you have been selected for a formal interview or a job, you want to make sure that you're prepared to stand out and make a positive first impression. This starts by being prepared, practicing your interview skills, and building your confidence. And here are a few tips to help you get started. So take some time to research the employer, its people, culture, and challenges. Review your academic skills and qualifications, and practice communicating how they have prepared you for the type of position that you are seeking. So go back to those accomplishment statements based on employers' needs. And be able to articulate specific and succinct examples from your experience and your academic work and your volunteering. Finally, practice practice your interview skills. Log into Optimal Resume and use the interview prep module to practice your skills. And this module includes mock interview questions for a variety of K through 12, higher education, and related positions, along with common questions that you need to be prepared for. For more information, visit the interviews tab. There's a lot more you can learn about interviewing. And don't forget to always bring your best professional self, because body language and professional image, it always matters. So remember that your goal is to gain the employer's trust and convey confidence in your abilities. So in the next section here, we will discuss ways to gain experience in new areas and grow your professional network for career success. So on this slide, you see 3 effective ways to gain experience in a new area, especially if you are in the process of making a career transition. They are especially important if you do not have any prior experience in the field or area that you're going into. One way to gain experience is through skills-based volunteering, which is using your professional or academic skills to help an organization in your community. Some examples for education students may be offering your skills in educating, mentoring, or tutoring children, or even adults, or designing curriculum or training materials, or helping to improve an educational program or initiative. Our website offers a volunteer opportunities page with listings of local, global, and virtual volunteer sites to help you locate the right opportunity. And there are many organizations out there, so find one that you're really passionate about and get involved. And this is also a great way to make a difference. If you're looking for a more formal opportunity to gain experience, we do offer optional internship courses through our department for undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students who do not have a field experience component already as a part of their academic program. We offer 4-credit and non-credit courses for undergraduate students and a non-credit course option for graduate and doctoral students. Please be aware that students are required to locate their own internship sites. And to help with this, we do provide many resources on our website for locating potential internships. So for those of you who do not have that field experience component in your program, this is a great option. And internships are really a great way to practice what you are learning in the classroom within a real-world environment, gain valuable experience and skills to add to your resume, and build your professional network. So for example, one MS higher education student completed his internship at a community and technical college where he interned under the supervision of the Dean of Student Affairs. And he was able to gain some experience and exposure within the department the dean supervised, including the admissions department. The internship helped him understand more about how admissions worked and about some of the challenges involved in higher education. And finally, if you are currently employed in an area of education, then consider taking on projects that stretch your abilities and help you apply new skills. Could you deliver a presentation at work on a topic of interest, or maybe start a special interest group or partner with another educator on a project? So keep your eyes and your ears open on how you can add value in your organization while also building experience in new areas. As Walden students and alumni, you have made a commitment to furthering your education. How can you continue learning new things, meeting new people, and adding to your qualifications? Lifelong learning and active engagement can help you grow as an individual, thrive as an educator, and serve as a role model for others. So what are some professional activities or groups that have helped you meet individuals with common interests, grow your professional network, and contribute to meaningful activities and discussions? Let's take a moment and get some feedback from our audience. So what professional, academic, or community activities or groups have you personally engaged in? And Denise will help us monitor the chat and read some of the comments in the chat from our audience.
Oh, let's see, Dina, we don't have any yet, but
that's okay. They're probably still typing in, hopefully. So for those of you who are listening, take a moment and to share some of the professional activities that you're involved in. These could be professional associations related to your career field or maybe your interest area, LinkedIn groups, student organizations, volunteering in the community. Maybe you're involved in faith-based and interest-based organizations and others. Now let's see if we have, I think some comments are coming in here. I can see some here. So
Relay for Life, NAEYC, professional teaching organization in South Carolina. ASCD.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, NAEYC.
Nice. Excellent. So many professional associations, and as educators, getting involved in professional association can help you network with others and take on leadership roles. Are there any others that are coming in?
Let's see. CEC, involved in a local dog rescue and sheriff's shelter volunteer.
Wonderful. So great community involvement and pursuing a passion, an interest, right? At the same time.
And CEC, NASET, and involved in student clubs as well. Dr. Blakely shared, and Kappa Delta Pi, Fulbright, the Multicultural International Club. And Lynn shared that she has a nonprofit organization.
Wonderful. So
herself,
some of you maybe are interested maybe in becoming consultants or starting your own nonprofit or, you know, flexible employment or a portfolio career where you're doing a little bit of everything, right, all at once. So that's wonderful.
Volunteer at Safe Harbor in Utah, Walden's Multicultural Student Club, and APA.
Excellent. The Walden has so many ways to get involved, and volunteer at Safe Harbor, wonderful. Nonprofits helping the homeless, absolutely. And there's NAESP, wonderful, another professional association that's mentioned. So we have a very, very active community. And of course, Dr. Blakely's mentor program.
Right.
I have a wonderful mentee. That's wonderful.
That's great.
And that helps lead us to invite Dr. Blakely and Dr. Placier to share a little bit more about their specific organizations and activities. So Dr. Blakely, would you like to start and tell us a little bit more about the mentoring program, the Multicultural Club, and all of the other great organizations that you're a part of?
Well, thank you. We are a student-focused group of faculty members and alumni and students. And so, you know, we try to brainstorm and come up with things that will be most helpful to our students and helping them succeed. You know, we want everybody to be a winner. So we have a multicultural international club, and within that club, that club also participates in the mentor program along with Kappa Delta Phi. And I'll let Lucy, Dr. Lucy, share with you about Kappa Delta Phi. So we get together the mentor program. We have a program, it's called Each One Teach One. You know, sometimes we spend so much time seeing what we don't have and what we wish we had. And sometimes it's right there with us. We have peer mentors. Students can help students. And that way, you know, we can all get through it. And so our peer mentor program, as you saw with one of the people that they're in it and they're a mentor, if you have a skill and you can share it, you share that skill with somebody who needs it. And so we do that on a daily basis. So the mentor and the mentee, they have their little, you know, relationship and study groups and so forth, school and academic. And then once a month, we do a general session, such as you're doing today, providing resources and help for students so that when they need something, they'll know where to go. So we have that, and just a lot of things like that, helping students, being on call for them. You know, we want everybody not to be stressed out because our health is very important too, and our emotional health and, you know, stuff like that. So I'll let Lucy take it from here.
Thank you, Dr. Blakely.
Thank you very much, Dr. Blakely. My name is Dr. Lucy Plessier, and I'm currently the president of Kappa Delta Pi. I want to thank Dr. Blakely tremendously for her kind deeds, I should say. She is a phenomenal woman, I should say, and also an educator who has the students, the education students, and I should say, all of the students at Walden University at heart. And so she's constantly thinking about what steps that she can take to help all of the education students. And one of the clubs that, as an alumna, that I'm actively engaged in is the Kappa Delta Pi Honor Society. Dr. Blakely had already pretty much instituted some form of structure for the club as the coordinator of Kappa Delta Pi. She instituted a Facebook page for all of the members. And according to the KDP, which is an abbreviation for Kappa Delta Pi, it actually exists to inspire and equip future and new teachers to thrive, celebrating excellence in teaching from the campus to the community, and making connections and developing the competencies in teacher, particularly those current educators who want to become teachers. And so currently, the Walden chapter of Kappa Delta Pi is in the process of being revamped. So if anyone wants to become a member, now is the time to become a member. There are some prerequisites, and I think that one has to be a graduate student with a GPA of at least 3.5, and also be taking at least 15 credits, quarter credits. So if you need any information about becoming a member of Kappa Delta Pi, you can email me at lucy.plaisier@waldenu.edu. KDP, it's a national recognized honor society or organization for educators of excellence, and it stretches over 675 institutional chapters and 34,000 individual members who are recognized for their achievements in becoming excellent teachers. So, what a club that you want to be part of. So I am strongly encouraging you, if you're not yet a part of Kappa Delta Pi, particularly at the Walden chapter. You just need to join now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Blakely. Thank you, Dr. Placer. It's just amazing, all of the organizations and all of the opportunities around Walden. We are truly one university, and we just want to encourage you to take a part, be a part of all of these great initiatives, and reach out to Dr. Placer, Dr. Blakely, if you are interested in joining. And before we open it up for some questions, I know this hour has gone by so quickly here today. I do want to mention ways that you can gain some additional support. So of course, you have the resource list, you have all of the resources, tools, and offerings that we shared here today. But we also realize that there are times when you'll need some extra one-on-one career support. So you can schedule drop-in advising or join drop-in advising sessions through our homepage. Those are 10-minute quick chats with career staff that we can provide you some resources, or you can schedule 45-minute career advising appointments through your student portal or directly from our website, and we can meet with you for 45 minutes via phone or Zoom and work with you on any career-related topic. And you can see some of the topics listed on the slide, like career exploration. You can give feedback on your resume, cover letter, CV, work with you on job search strategies, help you with networking, branding, and even give feedback on your LinkedIn profile. We can discuss professional development activities and ways to get involved, such as joining all of these wonderful organizations that you heard about today, and interview coaching, of course, as well. So take advantage of all of these services and offerings. And with that, we do have a few minutes to take some questions here today. So Denise, have we had any questions in the chat earlier, or are there any new questions from participants on the program?
Not yet. Let's see. There is a question. So Dr. Blakely said there's no fee for the International Multicultural Club, but for the Kappa Delta Pi does require a membership fee that she's sharing. Mm-hmm. So in there, in the chat.
Thank you, Dr. Blakely, for sharing that extra information about the different groups. I also want to mention that on the resource list, there is a list to student organizations on your resource list. So if you are interested in additional student organization like the National Society of Leadership or Success, Golden Key, and there's many others, then visit the student organizations link on your resource list. And student life, leadership, and engagement is the department that manages student organizations.
And
all right,
Dr. Blakely, how would attendees get a hold of you? What would be your preferred way if somebody wanted to reach out to you?
They can email me, and my email is judith.blakely@mail.waldenu.edu.
Okay.
And feel free, as Sylvia put into the chat, if you're interested in having a peer mentor work with you, you can email me at that same email address, and we'll get you a mentor. We'll work with you to help you succeed in this educational journey.
Great. And I just put your email address in the chat. So if you want to just double check and make sure I got it right, that would be great.
You do. That's it. Thank you.
Good.
That is, yes. Yeah.
And I did upload the resource list again and a copy of the PowerPoint.
Oh, good.
Everyone.
Thank you, Denise. That's wonderful. Yes. So there's a PowerPoint and a resource list, and also within 24 hours, we will send all of you a certificate of completion for attending today's program. So keep an eye out for that. You will receive that within 24 hours.
You know, Dina, there isn't a question about this in the chat, but I know when I work with education students, a lot of times they are so busy. We talk about keeping a professional journal. Could you just say a few words about keeping a professional journal so educators can remember their accomplishments for their resume? Sometimes it's hard to sit down and, you know, it all blends together. So that would be great if you could say a few words.
Absolutely. So there's so many different ways to track your accomplishments. Some people like to use an Excel spreadsheet. Others like to keep a list of their accomplishments. And some people like to keep a professional journal. And a good rule of thumb is if you are involved in an activity that is meaningful, whether to you or your organization or your community, or maybe even your academic program, write down what you did. Like, for instance, we are delivering a live event today. So I might want to, in my professional journal, write down that we delivered a live event to education students. So keep track of that and have a method that you feel comfortable with. But no matter how you do it, the most important thing is not to forget what you've done, right? When you look back in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you're not going to remember it unless you write it down. So anything significant that you do, use the rule for our accomplishment statements. Strong action verb, right? Specific details, and what was the outcome of your efforts. So creating an accomplishment is going to help you. And it also is going to help you when you interview. And we talked a little bit about that as well. So it's like setting yourself up for success. It helps you with resumes, later helps you with interviews, helps you communicate your professional brand when you attend professional association events. So it's very helpful. So I hope that gives you some ideas.
That's great. And we have a question about how would someone go about scheduling an appointment with the Career Planning and Development Department?
That is an excellent question. So you can go to your student portal and find our department under University Services and schedule from there, or you can go directly to the Career Planning and Development website. And we have a button on there. It says schedule an appointment, and you can reserve your appointment there. Denise, if you'd like to drop a link in the chat to the schedule an appointment page. I do want to mention that right now our scheduling system is very full. So if you are not seeing a lot of openings, just keep your eye out or just check back in a couple of days, in a few days, and there will be other openings opening up on the schedule. So I know we are getting very popular with career advising appointments. So keep an eye out of available appointments. And yes, you want to make sure you leave enough time to schedule. So know that the appointments can go out to 2 to 3 weeks as well. And you can always email us too at careerservices@mail.waldenu.edu. If you have quick questions or just need a quick resource, we are available that way as well.
And Dr. Lucy asked, are alumni eligible for career advising?
You bet. That's a great question as well. We work with both students and alumni. So we don't have a cutoff date. We are open to working with anyone and who needs our help, right? All students and alumni. So even if you've been out of school for a few years and you need some career support, you can always visit our homepage and schedule an appointment right from there. And we do both phone and Zoom appointments. And Denise, we love Zoom appointments, right? So
right, we do.
If you get a chance to schedule a Zoom appointment, that's, I think, is the most beneficial for you. All right. So maybe
think that is it.
that's all.
for the
Okay,
questions.
wonderful. Right on time. We have 3 minutes left, so this is perfect timing. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and for participating in the polls, and also for your contributions through the different activities in this session. And to wrap up, we do invite you to continue engaging in your career development by visiting our website, reaching out to our team members, following us on social media, and reading articles and success stories on our blog. And we would also like to get your feedback on today's program. Let us know how we did. Take a moment to complete a short evaluation survey. And you can access the survey through the QR code on the slide. So if you have a cell phone like that, you can just scan over the QR code. A link will pop up for you to take the quiz, but also for your convenience, Denise is sharing a link to the survey in the chat. And as mentioned, you will receive a certificate of completion for attending the session within 24 hours. And with that, I want to thank all of you for joining us here today and making time in your busy schedule to learn a little bit more about the Department of Career Planning and Development and gain some career skills that I hope will be beneficial to you. And also, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who made this program possible. Dr. Rowe, Denise Frankie, Dr. Judy Blakely. We could not have done this without you. Dr. Lucy Plessier, thank you so much for collaborating with us through this entire program, and even making a short advertising video for us to advertise this program. Dr. Julie Canepa and Kayla Willis, you guys are wonderful. So thank you again for being the back end and helping us with the technology for this program. And with that, I want to wish everyone a wonderful evening and look forward to working with you in the future.